Hi, I'm Miriam Cates. I'm the Member of Parliament for Penistone and Stocksbridge. Over the last few weeks, we've seen a concerning rise in coronavirus cases across the country, but particularly in the north of England, including South Yorkshire. And obviously this is a big concern. Whilst coronavirus doesn't present much of a risk to some people, to others it is a really serious disease, and we need to protect vulnerable people and older people in our population and stop the NHS from becoming overwhelmed. So yesterday the Prime Minister announced a new 3-tier system of restrictions to reflect the different levels of coronavirus in different regions of the country. And in Sheffield and Barnsley we are in Tier 2, which means that there's a high rate of infection and there are certain restrictions that are tied to that. So for most people, in terms of how it affects our normal lives, it's very similar restrictions to those that we've seen over recent months, with one key difference, which is that we now can no longer mix 2 households or more together indoors. So if you are a household of 2 people, you can't invite another household of 2 people around to your house. We can still have up to 6 people meeting in outdoor spaces, including private gardens, but not indoors. Although there are certain exceptions, so for regular informal childcare, for caring for vulnerable people, for support bubbles that already exist. And you can read the information in full on my website. This is really tough time for people across the country, particularly in South Yorkshire. We're desperate to see family and friends again, and that's why it's so important to follow these regulations, to wash hands, to keep distance, to work from home if possible, so that we can bring down the infection rates and hopefully get back to normal more quickly. And just a word to businesses, this is again a really tough time for businesses. We're not closing businesses in Tier 2, we're keeping schools open, but obviously many businesses will be suffering reduced demand, reduced income at this time. There is support available. The Chancellor has announced the Job Support Scheme, which enables you to keep employees on at a lower number of hours work and receive help from the government. Again, see my website for more details.